Hey y'all, I almost forgot it was check yourself in um I'll say day for my vlog. My best friend has to remind me through a text. Um when I commit to something, I try to go go through it, but today I've been going through a string of emotions. And like right now, to be honest with you, I don't even feel like doing a vlog. Um, but I felt like when is the best time but right now. Um, all throughout the week, I'll say that I've been okay. A little stress, because I did start my class, and this particular class that I'm taking, I chose to take, um, can be a little triggering, for me. The name of this class, without giving too much, is Adult Survivors of Child Sexual Assault. I wanted to take this class um, just to learn a little bit more um, about how to service those who have experienced childhood trauma such as sexual assault and abuse. And I wanted to grow with it or grow through it and from it personally and professionally. Class was really, really good, but it was intense. It was overwhelming. Um, I was just experiencing all kinds of emotions from it. Um, it triggered some things that I've experienced on a personal matter. Um, but I try not to divulge that. Whenever I did provide, my comments or questions, it was mostly general. But a lot of the times, not only me, but a lot of people were quiet because I didn't know how to approach a topic. They didn't know how to answer a question. I'm thinking and I'm assuming because they didn't want it to be so transparent, or they didn't want to, I guess, make it seem like, you know it could have been them, or that they're expressing or describing. But anyway, it was really good. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this class now after my first in class was so intense and overwhelming. I don't know if how I'm gonna make it through. Right now, I am symptomatic. Um, After all the information that I've taken in from class, I came home, to finish off my day and whatnot, and a few things had occurred that triggered my depression, and my attitude went from here to like way down here. So I had to recluse, to myself, even though there are some good news that I could share about today. No matter how good your day can start off, like with people with depression, I know with me, one thing that triggers the depression just make you feel the worst sometimes. Um, but I was gonna piggyback off some stuff. I had my notes somewhere. I'm still new to this vlogging thing, even though I've done it before. I'm gonna continue to do it, to check in. And my checking in right now is that I do not feel too well. It was the reaction that I got off of how I felt wasn't the reaction that I think anybody deserves or would need when dealing with depression. It's almost just like, oh, she's in that thing again, or I'm gonna stay clear, or the person automatically thinks it's them that caused you to be like this. And sometimes it's tiresome when you keep explaining to people how you are, keep explaining to people your symptoms of depression and anxiety and PTSD, and you're thinking in your mind that because they are so close to you as family, it could be friends or any type of relatives, that they should be able to want to know and want to understand it. I'm not out here to try to target people. When I realize when I become symptomatic, I separate myself from my environment or from people so I can deal with it independently on my own, or deal with it somehow by myself. Because when you're around other people, especially if they're not familiar with what you go through with depression, their attempt is to try to help you, when in the long run they're actually harming you more. I can explain a little bit more about that in my other vlogs, but if you don't know really how to deal with me with my depression, just leave me alone. I think that's the best thing. Just let me be. If you don't have the right things to say, if you don't know how to approach me where it won't trigger me or make it worse for me, just let me be. If you really want to know how to deal with me, just ask. That's it. I'm glad my vlog right here is not as long as the last one was 12 minutes. It's like 8 minutes now. And I'm just gonna leave it as that. This is my check myself in. I'm somewhere away from what triggered me, and I think that's the best thing that anybody with depression can do. When you feel like you're being triggered, or that moment where your pot is getting hot, just excuse yourself. And that's what I did, and I got a negative reaction behind that, and it just turned my attitude to a person that I don't even like to become. So I'm right here. I'm secluded. I'm drinking this wine. I don't condone drinking, underage drinking. I don't condone relying on any type of alcohol to soothe the issue. But I mean, I bought it. It's really nice, and I like Moscato. Anyway, I'm okay. I'm gonna get myself back to being okay, and I'm gonna work it out for the rest of the day. And that's how I'm dealing with it right now. Okay, so thank you for watching.